Hello and welcome to Battle with the Best of Them with DrGAKMAN here. I just got finished doing another video for something else, one of my other projects. I got too many projects going on and I just haven't had time to write, and my keyboard and mouse have been screwing up on my computer. You don't want to hear all that. Let me try and check these real quick and then we'll go into my pictures. So, here we go. This was... not too sure why I was taking a picture of this. And obviously I circled it. 1:39 p.m. I don't know if I was trying to show at the time that this was something that was going to be hatching right around the time when it was a new legendary Pokemon in raids. I could not tell you why. Oh, no. I know what this was. They said that they were shutting down earlier in June for maintenance. And that, why would they have a raid that's going to start when they were going to have like 6 hours of maintenance that day? I don't know. It just seemed goofy. This was weird too. Somehow I got this message while I was hatching an egg, and then it said that it was currently down. So I remembered what it was, folks. Here's my guy. One of my first Galar region Meowths ended up being a one click away perfect Berserker when I evolved it. And then I got Darumaka, the ice version, the Galar version. Then I got a lucky trade with Green Onion Stick, and I was showing him stuff, but what he wanted was something that he already had, but he just wanted it in lucky form, and it's something that I already had too. And then of course, his ended up being better or whatever. I think I can't remember exactly, but I already have Lucky Krogunk and Toxicroak, and then I had a shiny Krogunk. I was so happy when I got that. It was after one of the community days. I can't remember. I think for the Carolina Nut Boy, the C-Dot, which was funny because shortly after Weedle, I got my fourth and final one that I needed of Oddish shiny. So you'll see that later. I was actually more excited about that than the community day. But I think I felt the same way about this Krogunk too. But I ended up trading it to him. Here's the throwback challenges that were going on. That's over with now. Well, no, I think you can still do it if you haven't finished it. And then you got Genesect at the end, which was nice because before they made it to where you had to pay to get Genesect. They still haven't done anything with EX raids, and we don't know how that's going to be. I don't know why I took a picture of this Litwick. I got over 1,000 Pokeballs. I usually don't do that. My buddy was bringing me tons of gifts all the time after sending out gifts. This I just had to do for a field research. There's a Sandshrew. I don't know why I took a picture of this, except for it was hatching from a 7K egg when other stuff was supposed to be hatching, and people were complaining, oh man, the Alola stuff is... all kinds of stuff was hatching when the Galar region ones first came out to 7K eggs. Everything was. There's 2. I still haven't gotten another one. I got 7. It was my highest there for a while, but then Murkrow ended up being my highest with 8. And by highest, I mean of shiny forms that I've caught just randomly. No events, no special days for it or anything. I've just got them. That many of them. I've already traded away all my Shelders, but I still have a couple of Murkrows up for trade. And then sticker started. You saw that. Jacob kept putting a bunch of Gyarados everywhere, so that was kind of funny. Got a Gyarados in every one of them. I like that my Lugia is just above this. I love it when I walk the Lugia. It's pretty awesome. And then I made him tiny down there. This was about cheating. That's when they shut down the Go Battle League. So they have it back up now, but as you can see, this guy went with only 274 battles compared to other people who had 816. He already had the top score. So he was doing something to where, it was an exploit where he was building up power way faster than he should have. So they shut it down and investigated it and blah, 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 and all this other stuff. So there's gay for girls. Oh, man, I was so happy when I got this shiny Meowth. I had a dry streak for shiny Meowth. I'll show you a little trick later, too, with the other Meowths. But Sarah had gotten 2 of the Alola ones when they were out in the wild. And that was like, what? Like, they're just everywhere. And then here's a regular one. And that was awesome. BWTB. Oh, my goodness. She just had to show this off. And there's some more for field research. Per ugly in the wild. This was me, Scuba Steve. I forgot what raid we were doing. I think we were doing a Raichu. It had been a while since I had all 10k eggs. I mean, those aren't all 10, but whatever. And then Farfetch'd just showed up out of nowhere. They didn't even give us any kind of warning. There's a new minion out in the wild and a Sceptile out in the wild. Mega evolutions were announced. We still don't know how that's going to happen. I'm writing about it on my blog. I'm thinking I shouldn't talk too much because this is going to make the video way too long. But I'm thinking it's going to be something with your buddy. And I'm thinking that it's going to come out around GoFest. What I'm hoping, oh please, that the evolutions are only temporary and not permanent. Because if they're permanent, first of all, it's going to break the game. It's going to make it to where, like, it should be temporary so that people could solo raids easier. It should be temporary for people who really want to battle their megas against each other. It would break the Go Battle League. It would break raiding. It would break everything. If you just had a mega all the time. I think the mega evolutions should be a thing where they hold an item, which still is not in Pokemon Go yet. And again, I talk about that on my blogger. So check that out. Yeah, Kabuskin just out in the wild there. That's crazy. Herdier out in the wild. Thank you. That was sent to me from, I think, who is it? Brandon? Yeah, Wolf Cub. Brandon Wolf. He's helped me out. He doesn't spend money on the game, so he doesn't have like a lot of space for Pokemon. So, and he gets shinies, like even rare ones, and just, trades me for them. And I go out and do legendary raids, and he doesn't get to do that very often. So, that's what he wants is high CP. He doesn't even care about the IVs or anything like that. So, hey, yeah, so he thanks me, but I thank him. Kadabra out in the wild, that's crazy. These were the people that I was one away from on Community Day from leveling up with, and then I got my ticket for GoFest, or at least I haven't bought it yet actually. That was weird. There was like a weird shine spark. I remember that. There's my photo bombs for the Weedle Day. Shiny Weedle's a little cute. Here's one that was one click away from 0%, but I threw it away because I'm not going to keep that. I got a 0% Skarmory, and that's the only one that I'm keeping right now. I'm sure I had other 0% in the past, but I just haven't kept up with that kind of stuff. Some people think that's amazing or whatever. But then I did a raid, and these people were all the same. Zig-a-zog, zig-a-zug, zig-a-zag. And they were, I don't know. There was somebody I did a raid with remotely, and they only did it once, and I got off work, and I went over there to be like, hey, we didn't finish that raid. 2 other people showed up, but they weren't as good. If the other 2 people who were remote or were there physically when I remote raided with them had tried again or stuck around, we'd have been able to do that. I think it was a Lola Marowak. I already have a shiny one, but still, though, I just, it'd be cool to have an extra one for trade fodder. Although, most likely it would go to Sarah. But, yeah, this is a whole other topic again. The picture I took for Mavericks, which is the only stop that I've had approved, and I did the stop as a joke, and I'm kind of angry about it, and then somebody comes and changes the picture. And it says baseball cards, mainly in the picture. Now, don't get me wrong, the store display in the window is cool, but it's still, what do people see? Baseball cards. And it's a comic shop that has other stuff, not just baseball cards in there, and I don't know. But they changed the picture. Obviously, somebody from Ingress saw it and was like, no, this should be a different picture. And the picture that I had, it showed the storefront. It might have been maybe plain Jane or whatever, but it had the name of the store at the top, and you could see what it was. This makes it look like it's a damn baseball card shop, whatever. I better stop there, because I get angry about that kind of stuff. Somebody reach out to me about getting GameSwap into a stop, and somebody reach out to me about this whole, they're choosing 1,000, I guess, in America, or maybe it's worldwide, who the heck knows, I think it's in America, small businesses that would benefit because of this whole COVID flu. Oh man, that was so awesome. I haven't evolved them yet, but I got a perfect zigzag and it's great. Gala region 1. So I'll have an Obstagoon that's perfect when I evolve them up. But anyways, reach out to me, help me with that small business thing, because it would be great if GameSwap could become that, but whatever. I got attacked by and mauled by bears on the bus. Well, I was right on the bus. Just a bunch of bears showed up, mauled me. I'm missing I'm missing part of my nose and one of my eyes. So the bears mauled me. I rolled up into a ball. It didn't really help, but these little teddy bears killed me. But I'm alive. It's okay. I got a Palpitoad from Field Research. Perfect. And then I hatched a... there's the whole shiny family of Clefairy. So, yeah, it's just... I love it when they do these news headliners and then they it's screwed up. You'll see another one of those later. I hadn't seen this in a long time. All of a sudden, the stops disappeared from the game, and then all of a sudden, there was nearby just grass field wild Pokemon. But then I hatched the time pole, so pretty soon I'll have that as a perfect family. I think I have the Jigglypuff family perfect and the Lillipup family perfect. It's pretty crazy. Gyarados out in the wild. There's a Schmeargle. There's my Melmetal out on water. Tranquil in the wild. Now, the family's going shiny here pretty soon because of the pre-Go Fest events that are happening. Cactus fruit. He gave me 2 cactus fruits, 2 days apart from each other. Not different items, just like 2 of the same item. Ugh, that's generic. I couldn't believe this. 1,000 Bulbasaur. I didn't even catch it. I was riding in a vehicle or something like that. Here is the whole family. It always happens during the bug out event. I get a shiny that's not even a bug. I mean, I've gotten shiny bug type Pokemon during the bug events, but usually I get a bunch of shinies of other Pokemon. But I welcome this one because now I have the entire Pidgey family shiny, which I also have the entire Clefairy family and a bunch of other families. I got it on my blogger. I think there's 87 families that I have complete now, something like that. I can't remember. And then this was the header for that too. So I've already made it through all the pictures. So let me just go to my Pokemon Go. But before then, let me just show you on my blogger. I have been finally updating. Well, I always try to keep up with the updates for Community Day, my shiny checklist, and for the infographics. The infographics is probably the thing that I update the most because that changes the most, and you know, it's besides all the computer problems that I have and the problems that I have with Blogger, it's easy to do. Whereas speculation, I have updated that and I need to update it some more, but I've added in here speculation about Mega Evolutions and the stuff that they were talking about during the Pokemon, what do they call that? The Pokemon Presents on the 24th. Well, that ended up being a dud. It didn't show anything, but I talk about what they talked about last year, Pokemon Sleep. I'm going to have some speculation on GoFest, but it's not, there now. I added something about Mystery Box, and there's the Galar region of Pokemon that we still don't have yet, and I speculate on that. And I speculate again on item holding. I think it's very important, especially if we're going to have Mega Evolutions and, all this other stuff too. So I will be updating my speculation page more as GoFest rolls closer and Mega Evolutions roll closer, and other stuff in the game too, like Jesse and James and Team Rocket and a hot air balloon, all that kind of stuff. I speculated on that so long ago. In fact, like here it is, you can see it. It's at the bottom of the page. So like I have in-game stuff, and then I have stuff that has been found, and then at the bottom I have theories, but then I have my own ideas, which, I have nursery lores and mythical lores and crazy stuff. But Team Go Rocket Hot Air Balloons, I wrote this a while ago. I need to update that though, because we know probably a little bit more information now, because I wrote this back before I think Team Rocket was even a thing in Pokemon Go. But yeah, check that stuff out. Now let's just check out my Pokemon. I'm sure I have to restart this. I'll show you my recent. I think I've only gotten one Shadow Pokemon. I just don't go for those Team Go Rocket stuff right now. So I might get back into it when things get back to normal. But I don't even know if things are going to get back to normal. I don't even want to get to that tangent. But I have a feeling that the powers that be are going to make something happen. Even if nothing is happening, they're going to make it happen. Please be shiny. Oh, man. Green Onion Stick was complaining when he was giving us a ride one day. He's like, and he ends up getting the shiny Wurmple, and he got like a third shiny freaking, and it was before the Bug Out event, because it was during the Solstice event, and he got a shiny Soul Rock. But whatever. So, let's look at, I think, my most recent stuff. I really need to clean out my Pokemon inventory here. My Pokemons, let me show you them. Shadow. Yeah, I had gotten another Wobbuffet. Look at how many Shadow Wobbuffets I've got, by the way. This is nuts. Look at that. That's ridiculous. And, of course, I was hoping to get a shiny Weedle, thinking that maybe it might be good for before the Weedle Day, and that was the only reason I did it. And then, when it was not. So, let me look at my Perfects, my recent ones. There's Time Pole. Palpitoad, Zigzagoon. Nice. Let's talk about Community Day results. We got the shinies on here too. I had another shiny Sunkern. And after Community Day was over with, because you can see this, it happened on the 20th. And later on that day, man, I got it, and it was actually one of my better Oddishes. So I have the whole shiny Oddish family. Look at that. That's amazing. Oh, I love that. I love it when I complete a family. But I'm getting a little too excited there. But yeah, I made a male and female Beedrill, and look at this one. I caught this one. It was my best female, and it ended up being my best one with my Go Plus. So that's why it's marked like that. Not great. I only got like one. I don't think I got any 2-star ones. Let me even double check that. I'm pretty sure. And 2-star. None. But I did get a lot of 1 and 0-star shiny Weedles. I'll talk about that on my community day blogger, so I got more information there. Sarah traded me another. I had gotten the first one, and then she's gotten 4. So she traded me one, and I gave her a shiny Absol because I hatched a second one, which was crazy. And then there's that Lucky Krogunk, which I already have Lucky Krogunk and Toxic Croak already, but hopefully I'll get a, I mean, it made it better, don't get me wrong, and it'll be cheaper to power up, but his ended up being higher CP and better because he traded me his low one for that, but whatever. I got a better Duck Trio from Field Research, or Diglett, so I have a Diglett for trade now. Still no Alola Diglett shiny. I caught a C-Dot well after C-Dot day, so this was 24th, and this one was like less than a week later. Yeah, well, no, a little bit more than a week later, I guess, almost 2 weeks later. So there's that, and what else? Watchhog is pretty good. He's not electric, he's normal type, but there you go. He's electrifying. Yeah, so there's my shinies, there was my perfects, there was my shadow. I really don't have recently any good region ones, except for, I mean, this was from Morocco, but I think that was from 2 months ago. There was somebody who sent me something from Brazil, but they didn't give me an egg. And then, let's look at some traded ones. Yeah, I got it right away. A Farfetch'd traded that was... All of my Farfetch'd that I caught, the Galar region ones, they all sucked. And as you can see, there's no way to add or evolve it yet. In the main series games, there's all kinds of stipulations you got to go through in Pokemon Sword and Shield to evolve it to Surfetch'd. But, you know, whatever. And then I got a lucky one, so that was nice. And then the first trade that I did for Zigzagoon Galar region one was lucky. And then a couple days later, I hatched that Galar region perfect one. So that's pretty nutty, isn't it? So yeah. Oh yeah, new entries. Let's see here. I got, of course, Obstagoon and Berserker. And then another Genesect, which, yeah, that's not really a new entry. And then I got, there's a Galarian Stunfisk, but I got Darumaka, and I made a Galarian. What does Darumaka turn into? Oh, Darmanitan. So that's pretty cool, I think. Pretty soon, I'm going to be able to make a, because I have Rock and Roller. I think I got one that I think is good enough for me to evolve. I'm really picky about doing that kind of stuff, especially when it costs a lot of candy to do it. Even though I got plenty of candy, rare candy, I still, whatever. I'm goofy about that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, I'm already done with the video. Every one of my videos recently has been close to 40 minutes long. This one's only about 25 minutes long, so I'll just end it there. You guys, happy hunting out there. Thanks for watching, and you guys have a good night or a good rest of the month. This was my June results in Pokemon Go. DrGAKMAN here with Battle with the Best of Them, signing off.